Okay, so about a few weeks ago, I attended the interprofessional IPE summit for our school that all the athletic training students had to attend, as well as a few other programs such as Speech Path, pharmacology, any medical students, mainly nurses. Um, we had a radiologist in ours working for an X-ray tech. I'm trying to think. We had some social workers and we had physical therapy students as well. And the whole goal of this ordeal was to teach us how to work interprofessionally between different types of scopes of practices and different type of professions. So how all of us could come together to work in one common situation. So we, as all the athletic training students as a whole, as well as just myself personally, believe that we did not have to be there. We did not have a lot to talk about during it, or we only played like a minor role in it. So the scenario that we started off with was a we never got an age, but probably a college student who passed out in the middle of a Starbucks cafe at a university. And then basically from there it was what would you do? So that was the first phase of the scenario. And this was about the only phase that we as athletic trainers could contribute in our first responder techniques. So we checked for wallet, well, first vital signs, so check pulse, blood pressure, breathing, check his pupil dilation, all that stuff. And then it was suggested that we check his pockets to see for anything else. So once his pockets were checked, it was found out that he was on taking medications and that we decided that he overdosed is what happened. So once it was figured out that he overdosed and there was no external, like any orthopedic or external injuries, athletic trainers had no play in the rest of the scenario. So at that point, basically all the other professions took over. So at that point, they were administering Narcan and were referring him to the hospital. And once it was decided how much Narcan he would be administered for the first phase, the first phase was over, and we discussed what everyone did, how we contributed, how we could have contributed, and all that. And basically, we all decided that athletic trainers had nothing to do with it because we weren't involved at all. But even with the first responder part, mainly the other professions took over. The nursing programs were very overpowering with how they talked. They kind of took charge of every situation. So that was a little annoying. And then we went on to phase two, which was when he got to the hospital. And in that phase, it was like he was coming into consciousness and they were continuing to give his vital signs, and everyone decided, well, everyone but me, decided that they were giving more Narcan and continuing to monitor him. And then once that scenario phase was finished, they came back to everyone and asked, oh, like, in this situation, what would you do? And I basically said I had nothing to do with it. I can't really help in this sort of situation. And everyone basically agreed. And then she was like, then we went on to phase three. And then in phase three, she basically, like, the mediator made up a scenario part for me that, oh, he has an ACL tear as well. What would you do? But I had a PT student as well. So she was like, basically, I would take over that and then I would undersee the PT, which was annoying. But basically, all I could do was say, all I could say that I would do is rehab the kid for that ACL injury. But other than that, I really had no say in the rest in all the scenario. And that was brought to the attention of the mediator. And then when we did a survey, me as well as all the other athletic training students brought to their attention that we had nothing to do with any of the scenario and nothing pertained to us. They could have at least changed the scenario and put it that when he fell, he could have got a concussion or a spinal injury or anything other than just a drug overdose, because we could not physically do anything, because if he wasn't our student athlete, we wouldn't be rehabbing him after that drug overdose anyway. So it was never specified who he was, what he did, and if that was specified as well, we could have played a larger role in the whole scenario. So hopefully they fix that for next year.